What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Look, on today's episode, we got
IBF stripped Terence Crawford of his 147-pound title, naming Jerron Boots Ennis the new champ.
how
How
they
you
do
how
that?
you proud of your day off? Like you just win a championship doing nothing?
It don't make no sense. Look, we got our NFL Week 11 picks and our predictions. Who's gonna take that L and who's gonna take that W? I think I got the Ravens tonight, baby.
Well, you know who I got. I got them Cowboys. They already did their thing. I got to go to Dallas to see what happened. But before all that, we have to talk about UFC 295.
Mm.
That happened this past weekend. I think it might be one of the best cards of the year.
Okay.
Stay tuned to find out more.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing on this beautiful Thursday? I hope that you're well. Welcome to another great episode of Ringside with Ray and Prince, where we look to entertain you, educate you, and empower you. Make sure that you hit that like and that subscribe button and share this podcast and this show, this sports talk show, not this podcast, but the sports talk show with everybody that you know and that you care about. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started with this show. Ray, what's going on, baby? How you living, man?
Man, I am living beautiful. The sun is shining in the back. It's a happy Thursday. But UFC 295 this last weekend, man, these athletes did not disappoint. It was
Man,
a hell of a card. Hell of a
man,
card. The main card had two first round KOs. We had three second round finishes. One of the
yes.
fastest cards that ever
Look,
happened in the UFC.
Look, let me give the people a little bit of background. I was in Dallas. You was in Dallas. We was in Dallas. We happened to catch the fight at a bar in Dallas. And man, I went to the restroom and came back, and the fight was over.
Hmm.
I
Yep.
was
Yeah,
like, what's
it was
going
like
on,
an old school Mike Tyson card. You went to the bathroom and the fight was over. This
man?
is one of the fastest cards ever in the main events. Like only 21 minutes for five fights. I
Man,
imagine you have five fights within 21 minutes. I mean, that's insane to see that happen, man. So,
man,
hey,
look at that. That was
look,
crazy, man. Even the
if you
co-main
ain't
event,
ready, you have to
uh,
get ready.
right? Even the co-main event, Tom Aspinall. Look, he came in and he took the heavyweight title back to London, to England, Mike. You know, he became the third champion of the UK to bring the bet back. You know, he had Leon Edwards, who is the current one, and Mike Bisping. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah,
Is that how
Michael Bisping. Yeah, Michael Bisping, Leon Edwards,
you,
and Tom Aspinall. They all
man,
came over to the U.S. and kicked butt and took the titles back to the U.K. Man, come on,
look,
man.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I was surprised because usually when a fighter takes a fight on such a short notice, they don't come out the victorious one. As we saw that with Usman and a couple other people as well. But look, Tom Aspinall came out on top and he won, man. And he said that he hurt his back like a week prior to the fight, and he said that his camp was pretty much non-existent. Man, that's crazy, man. Because what usually when people make excuses when they lose. You know, he making excuses when he wins.
Yeah, what's up, Paul? Paul Driscoll in the house, man. Look, Tom Aspinall said his back was broken, his back was messed up. He had little time to take the fight, and then he comes in and still goes in and does a phenomenal job of finishing Sergey Pavlovich in the first round with a two short right hand. Like
Mm,
he put it down, but he already got wobbled himself, right? So he already
yep,
got stuck. I mean, he was like, okay, hold up, tighten up. And then he said, tag him. It changed the whole game, man.
that's
So
it.
like
Just like that.
you never know, especially in a fight when you're fighting somebody that really hasn't had a whole bunch of time to train, but it's kind of awkward. And Aspinall is a beast, and so you see that a
Yeah,
lot in actually in the UFC. That
right.
these guys can come in last minute and actually shock the world.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Even our man Alex Pereira, man, he came in. He was a second weight world champion. You know, so this is a two-time weight world champion. He was at 185. He won it at 185, and he won it at 205. Man, and just his 11th professional fight, and that was his 7th professional fight with UFC. Man, so he's doing his thing, man. He finished Erie, I think that's his name. How do you say Yeri in the second round with the short left hook that dropped Yuri to his knees, man. Then he landed several short elbows to the temple that caused Yuri to fall backwards, forcing the referee, Mark Goodall, to stop the fight. That's when I went to the restroom. That's when I went to the restroom.
You went to the restroom, came back, and I was like, oh, they stopped that fight too fast. I mean, like, look, Alex Pierre was doing his thing. I'm trying to figure out, first and foremost, how did he get 3 championship fights in 1 year? at different weight classes. Like, you got to be a dog to do that, right?
Yes.
But this fight, he comes out and he hits him with a couple hooks and takes him down and then start dropping a bunch of elbows. But Yuri, he was conscious, man. He was fighting back. They normally give him a little bit more time.
Yeah.
In the UFC, if you ain't knocked out, they not gonna let you. They not gonna call a fight. But hey. I mean, Pierre, he might be up for fight of the year. He's won 2 championships after losing to my boy Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the year. And then now he's like, all right, I don't care what you saying, Izzy. I'm gonna go win 2 championships at 2 different weight divisions.
I know. He came back, man, and he's doing his thing. He even fought. He even had to face the champion, Mr. Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz.
How you say his name? Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz.
He got. You see, Ray got to correct me on these names, man. I'm bad with, but I'm good with words. Let's go.
I've been traveling, so I got a little no space where I know some accents and things like that. But it was in Madison Square Garden. The MSG put on one of the greatest events this past Saturday night. So hey,
that was good.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Hey, but we got to move into boxing, because we need to talk about what's happening with the IBF, how they just violating, man. They just doing whatever they feel like they want to do, man. Right? You got to explain something, man, to me, because I'm just trying to figure out. Look, here, let me set the tone first, and then I'll ask the question. So the IBF announced that they have stripped Terence Bud Crawford, who's the undisputed champion, of his 147-pound title, and have named Jaron Boots Ennis, as a new champion. Like, how does that happen, man? Ennis won the interim championship back in January, but I don't understand how the IBF can just strip Terence Crawford of the belt and then give it to somebody else and say, hey, now you got to fight this dude. What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Man, let me tell you about this new era of boxing belts. And the IBF, IBME, IBU, WBC, WBA, everybody got a belt right now. It's like a mom in the back in the day. She had her little black belt take out with your butt. That's what it is right now, because it ain't even the belts don't even really mean that much. Even the actual governing bodies are messing themselves up, because the IBF told Terence Crawford that he had to fight
Errol Spence Jr. Yeah,
right,
and the rematch, right?
So in the rematch, so either you fight the number 1 contender within 6 months, or contender within 6 months, or you're going to lose your belt. So how does that work when they say, all right, you have a rematch clause to fight this guy you just beat to death, and you can't go back and fight nobody else because he activated his rematch clause? Make it make sense, Sway. Make it make sense.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How, Sway? You don't know how, Sway. You don't know, Ray. You don't know. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I had an opportunity to look at Terence Crawford, have an interview, and when he was asked about the IBF, he said, man, F the IBF, man. But he said he doesn't have any animosity towards them. He had to get that out. And he said that he has inked himself into history. So he's good. He's not concerned about the IBF. He came, he saw, he conquered, he did his thing. And so now he's going to honor his contract. Wait until Errol Spence Jr. is ready to come back and fight him, and then he'll fight him. But he already said that he doesn't want to fight Boots. He said he only want to fight big name people. He said he wanted to fight Charlo. You remember after the fight, he put his glove over his private area, and he told Charlo, hey, this is what it is. Right, but after Charlo got his,
he cannot say he don't care about the belts and everything else, and then look at Charlo and say, okay, I want to fight you because you got the belts. He had the belts in another division. So like you can say all you want, but I mean, I
Uh-huh.
know it deep down inside. He's like, I was undisputed at two different weight divisions. Now y'all
Yeah.
just gonna take it from me, and just give it to somebody else. This guy named Boots. But man, Boots is a good fighter, but he ain't no box office draw. So I
Uh-uh.
get what Terence Crawford is saying. Terence is like,
Right.
man, look, I want to fight Canelo. I want to fight
Yeah.
Charlo. I want
Right.
somebody that I can get some money because I done came from Nebraska and I need to get my money up.
And then get
So
paid.
do something.
Yeah, man. You know, and he already said at the Canelo beat down on Charlo, he's like, I don't want no more Charlo. He's like, because he ain't gonna bring that to the table. So I want Canelo. So I think that'll be a really good fight. But he did say on the Joe Rogan show that he would fight him at 168. You know, and I'm not sure what you think about that, Ray, but I don't really see it happen.
The weight classes are there for a reason.
Mm,
He don't have to be at 168 to go in there and fight. He can be whatever weight he wants to be. He just can't be over 168. So
mm.
I
Look,
think he goes and he fights at his space and he does what he needs to do. I think
yeah,
it'd be a tough fight for Canelo, man. I mean, you saw. I mean, Floyd was smaller than Canelo, and
yeah,
although he was early in Canelo's fighting career,
yeah.
he still was able to box and move on him, and he couldn't hurt him. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
you're right about that. We'll see, man. Look, there's a lot of technicalities going on in the boxing world, as we know. We got to give a shout out to Shakur Stevenson. He's fighting tonight, so that's tonight in in the middle of F1 going on and the football game going on. Like it's a
Mm.
lot, but hopefully a lot of people show up to that fight. But man, big shout out to Shakur Stevenson, man. But look, we got to get into this NFL picks this week, man. Week 11, because I've been winning these I've been winning since the beginning of the picks each week, you know,
Man, come
with Pepper
on.
and Ashley here and there, you know, but yeah, I've been winning, man. So
I won.
Charlie P,
I won multiple
look,
times.
hey, did y'all hear the influx in his voice? I won.
Yeah, I had to go with my Chris Tucker voice because I'm like, what is he talking about? Man.
Look, man, let's go ahead and jump into it. Like we got the Ravens versus the Bungles tonight. It's a AFC division game. Who you got? Who you going with?
Man, uh, we gonna talk about what up, Cookie.
What
We
up,
gonna talk
Sharita?
about this, man. Look, the Ravens lost to the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, man.
The Cleveland Browns with Deshaun Salon Paula Watson at the helm, and he made a 14. He made a comeback from being down 14 in the fourth quarter. So I don't know, man, if the Ravens are actually that good or whatever it is. But
Uh,
I'm gonna pick them tonight. I'm picking them tonight because they in Baltimore, ain't they?
yeah, we're in Baltimore, and we're gonna play the Bengals, and we're gonna beat the Bengals. So I'm going with the Ravens. Y'all already know. If y'all didn't get a chance to see my picture with me and Lamar Jackson, what was that? A week ago, about 2 weeks ago, when I was in Baltimore. Go and check it out on my Instagram page, baby. You already know, man. We out here
So
getting it in.
he out here
Ravens all the
starting. He was back at the facility. Prince
He
was
was back
back
at
at
the
the facility.
facility. Hey, you know, once a Raven, always a Raven, baby. We flock together. Look, man, since we flock together, we're gonna have to go ahead and flock away and talk about the next opponent. We got the Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers, man. My bad, Ray. My bad.
You
Ain't
already know what it
nobody
is.
calling
You already know
you.
what it is. No, they ain't calling me. You seen this in Dallas this past week. Me and Prince was in
Hey,
Dallas together. Our trips overlapped. I got to go to the Cowboy Stadium for the first time being
oh,
there. The stadium is incredible. And they went
yeah.
in there and they said, look, Ray's in the house and we gonna show out. And they
Mm,
smacked the Giants in the mouth again. And they gonna do
mm,
the same thing to the Carolina Panthers on Sunday.
mm,
They gonna punch them right in the mouth.
mm.
Bryce Young, look, he been struggling all year with pass protection and throwing the ball. Can you
Yeah,
imagine what's about to happen with that Cowboys pass rush?
yeah,
Man,
yeah. Bryce looking real
call the
young.
police. Call the
Yeah,
police. Call somebody.
Bryce looking real young, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Cowboys on this one tonight, man. What about Philly and the Chiefs, man? You got two great leaders on both sides of the ball, man. You got Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes, and the Eagles. And the Chiefs. Hold on now, I forgot. It's Philly versus the Chiefs and Taylor Swift. So who you going with?
I'm going with Taylor Swift. You got bad luck. Her and Kelsey, and then Mahomes that don't change his draws. Like I don't know why he came out and told people he don't change. He wear the same draws for every game. So I mean that don't make no sense. But I got them because like I think they're just better than the Eagles. The Eagles,
Mm,
they beat us, but they haven't. They just keep showing me that there's chinks in the armor. And I think
mm,
with this tough schedule that they're about to have, that
yeah.
you're gonna see like what happens to 49ers. They're gonna lose like 3 straight.
Man. Well, all right. Well, we're gonna speed it up real quick, man. So I'm going with the Chiefs as well. For this next one, we got the Raiders. Antonio Pierce took over. He's been 2-0 since the takeover, but they playing the Dolphins. Who you got on this one, man?
And I picked the Dolphins.
Yeah.
But my heart is going with the Raiders, man. I
Yeah.
love what the Compton boy Antonio Pierce has done. He's come back in there. He's changed it up. He brought Wakanda to the Raiders. That
Mm,
real black and gold, black and silver out there. He said he gonna make his players play for him. So I think
mm,
it will be a much tougher game. But I think the Dolphins are just a much more explosive team
yeah.
and a better team right now at this point. So I don't fault
Yeah.
them for losing,
Yeah.
but I'll be choosing them to win. But I'm going with the Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins on this one, man, as well. Well, we got Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Browns. Deshaun Spy Watson, he had a season-ending surgery on his shoulder, man. So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh on this because they keep winning. I don't know how, but they keep winning.
Man, this is a team that has been outgained by every
Mm,
single team by 9 or 10 teams, or 9 of the teams that they played.
yeah,
Outgained the whole game and still try to figure out a way to win. I mean,
yeah,
Mike Tomlin was probably up for coach of the year for what he's
yeah.
doing with this squad. I don't
He-
know how they even doing it, but he's
Look,
just coaching his tail off, and they making timely plays on defense and special teams.
look, you got to win in three facets of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And they winning in two facets of the game. So they keep winning. Hey, that's the name of the game. Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what we got. Last pick, man. It's a quick pick. Titans or the Jaguars. We're gonna represent for Ash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Duval for Ashley, man. The Titans are
Ooh.
two Titans are looking a little real
They
suspect
looking
right now.
they looking the Titans are looking real loose. They need
Mm,
to tighten up their game.
mm,
Look, man. So
mm.
that's our picks for this week. Make sure that y'all tune in to our channel at the official Ringside Show and send us your picks on Instagram, on Twitter, on what is that? YouTube. Just send us your picks on there and let us know who you went for this week. I'm probably gonna be the victorious one. You already know, but we need to go ahead and go to stand above the ropes, man. Ray, you want me to go? What you got for the people? You know what? I'm gonna go first, real quick, and then you can jump
Go
in,
ahead.
man. Look, I want to say this to y'all, man. It's time. Life is too short not to enjoy it. Look, I got three things that I want you to focus on when it comes to self care. All right, so I wrote these down, so I'm gonna read them off because okay. So the first one is exercise. Men and women, everybody, but men, you should be able to do 30 to 50 push-ups every day. Start your day off with them or you end it with them. But make sure that you get some push-ups in, you get some cardio in, some abs, some squats. Just be able to set a landmark, set a goal for yourself and accomplish that every single day. It shouldn't take that long. Number two, finances. Make sure that you get on ChatGPT or Google and ask, what is the blockchain and what is cryptocurrency? Not digital currency, but what is cryptocurrency? Because there's a difference. And right now, it's blowing up. Before you even know that it's blowing up, it is happening. So get in the game, know what's going on, and ask Chat GPT, how are the businesses and institutions getting involved, and then think of yourself as a business or institution, and then lean in on that space because it's moving fast. Don't get left behind. Next thing, mental health. Meditate 3 times in the morning, meditate 3 times in the afternoon, meditate 3 times at night before you wake up, when you go to bed at night. Why? Because it sets a tone for your mind and the spirit and your spirit for the day. So be consistent with the practice and watch how long it takes for your life to unfold. And the last thing, remember that you are amazing and you can do this. If you might need to repeat these things to yourself out loud, but you can do this. That's what you were made to do. So remember, talk to yourself nicely. Remind yourself of all the important things that you need to do. And these are the 3 lessons that I wanted to share with you in terms of self care.
Man, beautiful, beautiful. And my stand above the ropes is I was listening to the radio earlier today, and I heard Luther Vandross, and he came on. He said, "A chair is still a chair and a house is not a home, right? So I want you to think about this, to think about what is your home? What is your solace? What is your place? It is inside you. It is with you and your family and the people that you care about. Everything that we have that's out here that are these, materialistic things, they don't matter. Like you carry yourself and what you are and all the characteristics of you anywhere that you go. Your reputation follows you. Yeah, you can't take the house with you. You can't take this chair with you. You can't get the cars with you. You can't take the jewelry with you. So you can take the character, you can take what you built, take who you are as a person, and that lives on in eternity. So make sure you know where home is.
Oof, man, that was a good one, man. It lives inside of you. That's where home lives at. It lives inside of you, baby. Ooh, I love that one. That was a good one, man. Mic drop on that. Look, that's the end of the episode. We want to thank you for joining us for another great episode of Ringside with Ray and Prince, where we look to entertain you, empower you, and educate you. Make sure that you hit that like and that subscribe button and share this channel with the people that you care about the most. Also, make sure that you check out our podcast every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're dropping a new episode. We have some of the best interviews in the world, and also we won an award, baby, for the best podcast of 2023. We rolling. If you don't know, you better watch out. Move. Get out the way. You already know what it is. Hey, but you can find it on wherever you get your podcast. That's Amazon, that's Apple, that's Spotify, Electricast. You already know where you can find us, baby. We're doing some big things, man. So make sure you check it out. Ray, what you got for the people?
Man, just yeah, like you said, keep checking us out. We got the best stories. We got the biggest people. We got the most amazing conversations that we're having. The podcast is full interviews with people. If they, of course, this is our live sports show. We love to engage with our audience. Paul, yeah, my opponent decided to bust his hip, so it's not gonna happen right now. So it's push back. So we'll figure it out. We'll keep you posted on what's happening. But hey, we appreciate y'all support. Y'all been rolling with us. Make sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. And like we always say, peace and power.
Let's go, baby.
I feel like busting loose, busting loose.